option. To hear the adult unit staff listing, press 1. To reach reception in the adult... Here is the adult probation staff directory. When you hear the extension you would like to be connected to, dial it at any time. Ryan Betts, 8881, Joe.
Probation, this is Betts. How can I help you?
Is this Ryan?
Yes.
Hi, my man. It's Layara. I wanted to call you and tell you, of course, that I got my belongings from me and my mom's. I made it down to Seattle. I was brutally gang stalked in Mount Vernon, Ryan. They attempted to do a 5150 and a 5250 on me. All of a sudden, the manager's acting like, am I okay? Paramedics show up, 3 squad cars. I got off the property, and I was going to take a bus. It was only $15 from Mount Vernon to Seattle. I ended up having to pay $300 out of my Social Security check just to take a taxi to make sure I got out of that thing alive and not, incarcerated or something with this illegally authorized warrant out of Santa Cruz. It's still stalking me so thick, as thick as thieves up here. But I wanted to tell you, the reason I'm calling you, are you still there?
Uh-huh.
The reason I'm calling you is because I met this really cool guy named Roger, and he saw that I was actually staying in front of the University Heights Center, which is full of artists, and I actually have an Instagram, the free vegetarian food truck. I used to actually I used to document this wonderful free Hare Krishna truck. But the point is the managers know who I am, and they allowed me to camp in front of the place with all my bags. I literally took this taxi down with all this stuff, and I couldn't even walk with it. I did frog hopping though, because I was dropped off at the Elizabeth Gregory home first, and they weren't open until the 5th. So I decided to leave from there because a guy came out from the church who was really sketchy. Even the church was stalking me. So I finally made it to University Heights, where I was safe and loved by the manager. Said, be here as long as you need. And then this man came and met me. His name was Roger. He's like a little hippie, and he took me to his little room, which is a good sized room in his house, with 3 Mexicans above me and a really cool black man next to me on the bottom floor. It's all men. I found it interesting because, the Mexican cartel, I would talk of them stalking me. But the point is, Ryan, is this is what's up. I want you to be in the loop, and I'm calling you from the University District, standing right next to Jack in the Box on the University Way, and I believe 50th. So I want you to tell you is that I left my plug in this guy's house. He's off at 4. My monitor's still going because I'm keeping this up just to make sure you don't have to harass me, because you don't want to do it. So it's a little low. I don't think it's going to go out because remember when that 5150, 5250, I was illegally arrested right there at Mount Shasta. Out of nowhere, they arrested me. And then Chief Robert Gibson got another authorized incompetency on me that I worked my way out of. But it's because I got too much information. Stacy knows it. She took the calls when they tried to murder me in Santa Cruz. And we got that blue wall of silence with knocking down, because she damn well knows that when the second time they tried to kill me, Ryan, at Rocky Bailey's, knocking on 20 or 30 apartments, telling them they had a dangerous trespassing theft on the run, wanted dead or alive, a crazed woman. And thank God I hid right under them to be able to hear what they were saying to like 30 apartments. And it was park and rec vehicles, same ones that gang stalked me out in the campgrounds out in Redwoods, tried to murder me. It left me a badge number right there on a ticket I have loaded of more skater than skateboarders. And I'm telling you, that pops right this thing open, a bunch of young cops trying to kill me. So we still got every division of police across the nation that Stacey Jackson knows is accurate. She knows they rip off my stuff everywhere. She's protecting probation, but Proby's with me. So I just want you to know what's up, is that if it goes dead, know that I'm exactly where I am. I'm staying, this is the address. It's Brooklyn and 56th, Ryan. That's where the apartment is, so you know. And it's under yes, and it's an underground place. But I don't know about the Mexicans up top. So they could be, when I was slam dunking, I heard him running around like nervous upstairs. I'm wondering, are one of those guys stalking me now? Because they always target me. But that's the address. I don't know it, but that is the house. It's on the corner, I believe, or the second one over, and it is downstairs. And so you know where I am, and it wouldn't be hard to find because 3 Mexicans live up top. Everyone would know that. all that aside, I'm going to make my way down because I need to see Maggie. She's ready to slam dunk this illegally authorized probation. Everybody knows it is. I was set up by Cottage Grove. And when they were gang stalking me, get this, right when I got to the McDonald's, Ryan, they started gang stalking me, trying to get me for trespassing with the panhandling in front of McDonald's. And I had like 6 sets of crooked cops gang stalking me. It was worse than Maui. And that was like the worst gang stalking besides Siskiyou County. But I just want you to know I love you. And I'll be back as soon as I can to see Maggie, because she told me she wasn't going to let the Santa Cruz police kill me. Those were accurate message to me. And she knows what's up, that they already tried to falsify the warrant for a misdemeanor to guard and felony of evading police when I was illegally arrested for elderly abuse, for the cops ripped off all my dirty laundry and all my fucking stuff again down there, just like Cottage Grove. And I'm sick and tired of Balboni falsifying reports. He's a little faggot, Ryan. He needs to be taken out of the court. And you know what I told Judge Linville? I said, Judge Linville, I took the court by the balls, and Linville let me do it. I said, Linville, you're not making accurate assessments and judgments because you're being lied to. And he said, thank you. And he said, another thing too is, how can this monitor be legal when Stacey Jackson, for one, gave me a verbal contract to travel because she knew I could never even, our messages were being deleted. The caller ID was being blacked out. Somebody inside the court was handling the probation's communication, and she damn well knew that at one point she just said, go. When I was up there to see my mom to get her, I said, I told you I was going to come for 3 weeks and leave you messages trying to reach you. I never got them. And she said, just go, just travel, just go. And you could tell she couldn't do anything but let me go because my life was in critical danger. And she knows she never called out a bench warrant on me in the entire time of having to deal with my mom's illness on Maui or anywhere. She knew that my mom was under an AI attack. She knows the details, the gruesome details of how Dr. Dana Anderson put me under this AI attack, and she falsified my court documents with the medical and all my files, and caught by Deputy Aaron Wilson. In fact, Lieutenant Miller, Lieutenant Grove, they all know that Dr. Dana Anderson falsified my entire report, and I was her patient. So this thing is so ugly and deep and erroneous. And get this, when I evaded Clomperans and said, no, I'm not trespassing, because I wasn't, and I took off to the Mount Shasta police for protection, they gave me $20,000 for evading arrest, Ryan. And I'm sitting there trying to explain to them, let's just get along. I was like, part of it I hadn't even recorded when I was talking to Chief Robert Gibson. He has a fucking nerve to say he doesn't know who I am. Well, you should look at the places in their top photo wall. He damn well knows who I am. I'm taking his ass down. He's behind this with Santa Cruz police. Everybody knows it. And so is Sergeant Jared Clomperans. And I'm so sick and tired of DA Theodore Balboni protecting them. And Newsom brought in Linville to protect this goddamn thing. And Newsom is in there from Wasserman Foundation. It all goes back to the root. This is Circe Wallace. And I'm about ready to take Seattle's so fucking pissed off because it's like in their backyard. And I see the Seattle police, and like 1 or 2 will drive by in a fucking abyss of deputy gang. You know, you just can't even compete. This thing is still rolling in high gear. I want Stacey to know she's my baby. And the only reason I thought she's involved because I could never reach her, or she never was available. And now I realize that they just didn't want me to be able to see her. All I can say is I love you.
All right.
So listen, just know that's what's up, and I'll plug it in as soon as I can. It might just stay on for a while, because it did at the mental institution down there in Red Bluff. It stayed on a lot longer than I had thought, because they kept the plug for me for a while and ripped off my amazing little bamboo container, Burnside bamboo, made by Rico Longoria, who brought the first bucket of cement and water to Burnside and built the first bank for skaters. It's like a little ramp. Yeah, that was stolen there, and they went through every single thing, every paper. It was like I couldn't believe what they did to my stuff out of that place down there. It was absolute, like, disrespectful, another illegal assault. But all that aside, we love you. Ryan, you're a superhero, and I love you, and you're the sweetest boy.
I appreciate it.
I'll talk to you soon. I'll be heading back at some point soon because I want to see Maggie. And it's
okay.
Okay.
Good.
All right. Bye.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
There you go.